Hi, welcome to the Elissa Goodman Show. Today I have Lauren Roxburgh. She works with body alignment and with posture, and she knows how to restructure fascia, which is fascinating. We're going to talk about that because I think a lot of people don't really know what all of that is about and how important it is for your body. This woman is like really incredible. She has a book out. It's called Taller, Slimmer, Younger, and she created rollers that also help you at home align your body. She has videos on that. They're really incredible. She did a couple sessions on me. And I have to tell you that I walked out of the session with her and my whole body was like, I was back in my body. It was aligned. I was walking taller. I mean, it was the most incredible body work I've ever had in my entire life. And I've had a ton of body work, ton of chiropractor, ton of like the cranial sacral. I've done massages from all over the world. And I really have to say, honestly, that no lie, she was the best. And I felt like $1 million when I left her. So I know it's a long intro, but that's how much I love her. And I think you do some pretty incredible things for people out there.
Aww.
And you change lives.
Thank
you. You're a game changer
Aww.
in a body alignment. And I didn't get into, really how you got to where you are and all of that. But welcome, Lauren.
Oh, thank you.
So,
thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure.
And I forgot to say, she's known as the body whisperer. Oh. I love this. I mean, Why do people call you the body whisperer?
I think I've been doing this for a long time and I have a lot of different skill sets and I'm trained in a lot of different modalities. So I blended it all together and kind of made it my own. And I really listen. I use my intuition and I listen to the body. And each body is different, as you know. And one of my missions in life is to really help people become empowered to learn about their own body and become their own body whisperer, essentially.
Oh, wow. I love that. So you're really giving back the power to the person so that they can know what it feels like to really feel aligned. And
because so much of it is awareness, and it's like awareness with eating. It's awareness with mindfulness, with meditation, with movement, just getting to know your system on every level, whether it's spiritually or physically, like if you're living with pain or you're living with in a life that you're feeling unfulfilled, kind of stepping into your power. So when people step into their alignment physically, they can then step into who they really are and who their authentic self is.
Oh, I love that. Because authenticity is really where it's at these days.
It sure is.
we don't tap into it enough, do
Yeah.
we? So, and really being in your body and aligned, I feel is sort of like almost one of the first things before food even, comes into the picture, right?
Well, yeah, that's a really good point. I always say that once you find that physical alignment, then you start to make the choices because you're taking the time and the energy and you're listening to your organs, you're listening to your digestion, you're listening to, am I really hungry or am I just stressed? Am I going for sugar because of, do I want alcohol because I'm stressed? Am I wanting more fat, bad fats because I'm stressed or whatever? So yes, I agree. Like physically getting into your alignment and finding your connections, physiologically and emotionally, then all of a sudden eating well becomes an easy choice. It's not hard and it becomes a part of the lifestyle. It's like, it's filling up your cup.
So how do you work with clients? Like it's, you really do, you are a healer in every aspect, even energy-wise. So you say you tap into their energy.
Big time.
Which I think is pretty special.
Yeah, if I don't do that, I've had practitioners work on me that don't do that, and you just feel it's a blockage, It's, I spend my time researching, spirituality. There's a great book called Energy Medicine that's all about that, how we walk into a room and our energy is there, right? As we walk in on every level. Our energy can exude further and further and further like a huge bubble, when we walk in somewhere. So there's so many layers to that. I'm still learning. I'm always a student. But as far as how I work with people, I consider working with my private clients like being in the lab. And I learn something new every day. And I see a miracle every day, which is pretty remarkable.
So what kind of miracles do you see?
Well, people... I mean, honestly, my book, Taller, Slimmer, Younger,
Yeah.
people gain an inch or an inch and a half in height.
Wow.
They lose a pant size and they look and feel like 10 years younger. So, and that's just literally
Okay.
like peeling away
Anyone
the
would want to
stress.
sign up for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, those are the physical miracles, but the other miracles
Yeah.
are making choices, you know, getting rid of toxic relationships, eliminating toxic foods, like you, how you talk about cleansing. I
Yeah.
like to talk about cleansing too. Like
Yes.
when we deal with fascia, and what fascia is, if you
Yeah,
guys don't know what it is.
Yes.
It's connective tissue. It's basically a matrix of connective tissue that holds us up in gravity, like scaffolding. And essentially, it's where the meridians lie, where energy can get blocked or actually flow. It's where the chi lies. So a lot of different, ancient wisdoms give us information about how our energy is. And so within the fascia, that connective tissue, it's like a webbing. It's essentially like, I like to call it saran wrap that wraps around the entire body. It's right underneath your skin and it's above your muscle.
Okay.
And it wraps around each individual muscle as well. So it's essentially the glue of the body. But the amazing thing about fascia is that it can become very hard, thick, and dense and brittle, like
Why?
a dried up sponge.
And why does it do that?
Because of stress,
Okay.
poor nutrition, lack of deep breathing, real full breathing,
Okay.
movement patterns, trauma, holding emotions, being hunched, like
Yeah.
weight of the world
that's
on your
me.
shoulders. That forces you into a hunched position. Your diaphragm gets glued down, your lungs go down, your ribs
They
close
shrink.
in.
Everything gets
Everything
tight.
shrinks. And then think about that. Your organs then get compressed, so your
Yeah.
digestion is going to be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Even sexual functioning, that type of stuff is all affected by tightness. Like I do a lot of work with pelvic floor,
Yeah.
which is an area where we hold a lot of stress. I find it as, I call it the source. It's very much a power source. It's a source of energy, blockages, and the pelvic floor in particular I consider it the stress on off button. So you'll go through life and you get
I
caught
love
up in
that.
the car, or you get that
Yeah.
nasty email, or you're stressed from something going on in your life. Then all of a sudden you feel yourself clutch in your pelvic floor.
True.
Yeah, it's like and then what happens is we get stuck in clutch. And then for me, that area of the body has a huge impact on the entire fascial matrix, the fascial system, because it's connected to the nervous system
Okay.
and the cranial sacral connection. So when you're dealing with the nervous system, as
Yeah.
you take a deep breath,
Yeah.
right, you realize that, if we get stuck in that clutch position in our shoulders, in
Yeah.
our jaw, in our neck, in our pelvic floor, anywhere in our body, it's going to, number one, age us more quickly. Number two, it's going to, decrease our oxygen intake, and it's going to create more pain and compression. So when we deal with fascia, whether it's getting body work, whether it's using a roller or a ball,
Right.
or doing fascial stretching or yoga or whatever it is, it's really an amazing opportunity to sort of wring out that connective tissue. I call it doing an internal juice cleanse.
Oh, I love that.
It's wringing it out,
Yeah.
it's smoothing it out, and the beauty of fascia is that it's so malleable and it can be smoothed out so easily, so quickly.
Just by you manipulating it on the body?
Yeah, we
Just
can do it. We can,
like when you say easily, smoothly?
anyone can do it. Like
Okay.
you'll feel it when you get on a roller or
Yeah,
a ball.
I do. I've
And I
done
use
it.
the ball
Yeah.
actually when I drive in the car. In my shoulder blade, I'm actually coming out with a line of the fascial balls as well.
Right.
I hate
Those aren't
calling
out
them
yet.
balls.
I know. I love it though.
Yeah, they're not out yet, but they
Yeah.
will be out in Q1 of
Okay.
next year.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But the roller is doing very well
Yes,
and
yes.
everywhere. And I do feel it. I know I never really understood all of that fascia, but I understand it
Yeah.
now from you because it does make that's why the treatment with you was so like be above and beyond what I've ever
Aw,
had.
Thank you.
Is because of that feeling.
Yeah,
of-
it is. It's the sensory organ. So it's where we feel everything. That's
Right.
why when we get a massage, we're like, oh, it feels so good. Or it
Yeah.
hurts,
Right.
And
Exactly.
you do want to have a level of pain, but I think people get a little aggressive with it. It's like, I like to say, you want it to hurt so good. You don't
Okay.
want to, because what happens is then the body will then fight back and kind of try to hold on.
Oh, if it's too painful.
Yeah, and if it's
okay.
too deep.
Yeah.
People want to use these really hard, rigid rollers and balls and pipes and stuff to roll out.
Yeah.
But that's like taking an elbow
Yeah.
into the tissue too quickly. You want to think of fascia is like an onion. You want to peel back the layers. You want to smooth it out. Each time you roll through it, or your hand, you get a
Yeah.
pass through from treatment.
Right.
It's becoming more juicy and malleable and hydrated, putting water back into that dried up sponge.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so fascinating. We're going to be
Yeah.
right back, and you guys are going to hear about like how she got into all of this because you have quite
Yay.
a history. So Thank you guys. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how excited I am about the Elissa Goodman show. I've partnered with ready? Not ready. I have focus with Focus TV. My brain is like going whoop, whoop. I'm sorry. It's like, why is this so hard? Hey, all you need is a private chef and some Botox and a stylist, and you're good to go. Hi, everyone. We're back with the Body Whisperer. I don't even want to call her by her name because I love that name. And she is really magical. So, Lauren, how did you get into all of this? You know, how did you decide to go this path?
Well, it's interesting. It was when I was 16, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was about stage 4, so it was really extreme. And, you know, I was 16. I was like, what? My mom was in her 40s. It just seems so weird. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
you know, she's a normally healthy, really healthy, vibrant person. And so I was, you know, I was kind of struck by going with her to doctor's appointments at Stanford and she was getting chemo and, you know, cancer treatments. And I mean, you know the story.
Yeah.
And what happened was I realized that they didn't really know where cancer was from. What, you know, like I was like, how does this happen? They're like, oh, we don't know. It could be environmental. It could be. So it set me on this path for holistic healing and really wanting to learn more about the body. And I almost thought about becoming a doctor, but it just wasn't my personality to go down that route.
Right.
So I decided I was an athlete in college. I went to UC Santa Barbara, played water polo, and was a swimmer.
Right.
So always very physical.
So commendable. It's a hard sport to play.
Really hard sport. So always very physical. So I just kind of went with that because I knew I was good at that. So I became a personal trainer. Well, I studied nutrition and exercise physiology at UC Santa Barbara, and then I became a personal trainer. I thought, oh, I can start here, and then stepping stones.
Yeah.
Then I became very quickly after that became a classically trained Pilates instructor.
Okay.
Started teaching Pilates to some of the best athletes on the planet, which was a huge opportunity. And then I decided, you know what, I'm meant to do this.
Yeah.
So I studied Reiki.
So you felt it was right.
Oh yeah, I was like, okay, there must be a reason why I'm having all these incredible athletes coming to me. There must be an energy match. So I'm on my path. So you know, of course, I read all the books about wellness and health and nutrition and everything. But I got all these, you know, degrees, and then I finally just stumbled on structural integration, which is essentially Rolfing. Fascia work. So Ida Rolf is the one that discovered fascia in the 1960s. She was a woman, an engineer, a rocket scientist who actually discovered fascia, which is pretty amazing.
That
she
is
discovered
amazing.
it in
I didn't know that.
basically studying how the human body related to gravity.
Yeah.
So again, it goes back to it's very physical, but then how does that affect our emotional state as well? So that's what happened. So I basically ended up getting all these trainings and then started working with some amazing people on the planet, orthopedic surgeons, celebrities, more pro athletes, like the best athletes on the planet in their job, in their career.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, I need to take this to the masses. It's time to put together a formula that is the same philosophy that I can then share with the world and basically empower people with this information. Because to me, you know, there's 3,000 people in the world that are actually trained in structural integration.
I was just going to ask you that. It feels like there aren't that many.
That's it.
Because I haven't come across that many.
And then you think about, you think about of those, how many are actually going to be good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are going to be really embodied in it and be, because as we know, we have to walk the talk for what we do. If we're guiding people and coaching people, we need to walk the talk. So that's really important to me too, is like, I want to always be my own kind of guinea pig, or, you know, keep researching, using myself, like after having babies, getting back in shape after babies, the pelvic floor stuff, all of that. So it's exciting. I feel so blessed to have an opportunity and to have a voice to be able to share, and people trust, you know, and to be able to contribute and, you know, sit down with you and share this amazing information. So
Well, I'm so like lucky to have you on and to have you in part of my tribe.
Yes.
Because you are like incredible in terms of what you do. And
so are you.
And I love the fact that you just want to keep learning, you know, like in terms of not just stuck in what you know, but you want to keep getting better.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
even when I did a
Always.
session with you, what was fascinating was you talking about, you know, maybe next time you'll come up and you're setting up a whole thing for
Yes.
yourself at home.
Yes.
Right? What can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh
I mean,
my
then we'll
gosh,
talk a little
it's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited.
because
Yes,
that sounded kind of
we're moving
magical.
into our new house.
Yeah.
And we're building out a studio there, which is going to have my circuit, which is the infrared sauna, the rebounder, a vibration machine. And
what's a
of course,
vibration machine?
Oh yeah, that's. I'm actually going to write an article about that. That's coming. Yeah, it's coming your way. I'll send you some information, but it's another technology that's been researched by NASA and is phenomenal for detoxification and fat reduction and again energy release and all of that. So, and then I'll have a treatment table and rollers and all the other kind of self-care massage tools in one place.
Sounds like heaven.
I know.
So clients can come up and like do all of these things, like get the work done or even do the rebounder or
I'm going to put people through a circuit. I'm going to be like, you need to come for 90 minutes and this is your circuit. And it's going to be phenomenal. And we'll probably do a hike in there as well because I feel like being in nature and grounding and earthing is so phenomenal and so healing.
Important as well.
And breathing fresh air and all of that. So
we don't get enough of that in LA, which is sad.
Exactly.
But then what's coming out in the fall? There's a video series.
I'm so excited. Yes,
I know I am too.
My big project. I know. I'm getting such great response about it too. I've been kind of getting people excited. It's basically taking my book to the next level. It's Taller, Slimmer, Younger Transformation, TSY Transformation. It's a 10-week video course that consists of 10 workouts, and each week you do a different workout. And the workouts build on the specific area of the body that we're working based on my book and
different
my
parts of the body.
Yes. So like session 1 is breath of life. So it's all about lifting up the body, and they're 20-minute workouts. And then in addition, there's a meal plan. And there's 4 pillars. So it's move, which is the workouts, nourish, which is the meal plan. I call it fascia foods. So we have like bone broth in there. And I know I want people to actually, actually get your bone broth. So we'll have to get it in there. But and then the last 2 pillars are cleanse, which is detoxification. I have a detox protocol. I call it the detox flush, which is not an eating thing. It's more of like dry brushing, rebounding, taking salt baths, taking charcoal. So I put it together in a program.
Some supplements as well.
Yeah, some supplements, but nothing like too extreme, because I want to keep it very non-medical, very
and very easy
accessible.
For people to do.
You mean,
Yeah.
And then the last one is connect. So it's about a community. So I'm building a community of like-minded people that want to come together and support each other and like find meetups, find people to work out with, have someone over to do the workout with at your house, or do a recipe or make dinner together.
So how are you going to do that? That's
so it's a Facebook group.
And
so
I'm in meet on Facebook and
and it's going to be a private group though. So only people that are
signed up for the 10-week course. Yeah.
And we're only selling a certain amount of courses because I want to make sure I do it right, and I'm going to actually take people through it. Right now I'm in the beta testing. I'm starting that on Monday, and then in January we're going to launch it fully and get a group of people and do it together, and I'm going to guide them, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to do office hours and be really kind of like we do with our clients.
Can I be one of those people?
I would love that.
Yeah, I would love that too.
The thing is, you can do it anywhere in the world.
That's
would be the beauty. So
I would love to do that. Because I need to be, I would love to have a series of weeks where I'm really building on.
It's very like scheduled and organized, which I feel like people kind of want to be told what to do.
Exactly.
At that level. They're like, okay, I'll show up.
And handheld a little bit.
Yes. And also find the people to work out with. Find a workout buddy.
So if you're going to be taking them through it, are you doing videos?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Lots of Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, and then the videos they'll have to do. And I'm going to be doing my workout that I shot before I got pregnant with my second baby. So I'm like, I want to get back in that shape, It's very,
it's going to help you
inspiring.
too.
Yeah, I'm ready to do it.
How old is the second one?
She's 6 months.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
4-year-old and 6 months old.
You look amazing for a 6
Thank
month
you.
Wow.
I'm not getting enough sleep, but that's all right. It's all part of it.
Right. It's worth it.
It is, of course. Yeah.
So I ask all my guests at the end, if they had to sum up their mission in one word, what would it be for you?
One word. I mean, my saying is align your body, align your life. So, I mean, one word is alignment.
Alignment.
You know,
I love
alignment.
that.
That's my word.
No one said that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, good. I know it's kind
And
of
we do
unique.
need to think about those things because that is
Yes,
kind
of
of, I
course.
feel like that is not on the forefront
I
of
know.
people's thoughts.
Yeah.
So that needs to be more out there.
I feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to kind of be the face of that for now.
Oh,
So
I love it. Well, thank you for coming.
thank you.
Lauren.
Such a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Me too.